Hello, everybody. Thank you for commenting today. I know the energies, I know the things, and it's been a little bit of rough, tough uh, in some of the situations. And I was asking the universe today when I was at the coffee shop later, what should it be? What it needs to be talk? Was a one answer always pretty much I get. Follow the current energies. Do you follow the current timelines? And this is why I put it at the title today, timelines. And heaven and using your energies and your emotions, your vibrations with the present time. It's going to be a very good, some of you is going to learn it, specifically within Twin Flames, and I will tell you why. You need to understand that since you were evolving, you evolving within yourself, you create yourself as a leader, leader within yourself. You to lead from a front, you to become the leader of you, and so on and so on. But what's going to happen when one tribe there is a two leaders, there is a war, and this is why for twin flames it's very crucial to understand they are not two leaders, they are two lovers. And that's what when the king and the queen have an inner peace within themselves, they rule the kingdom. And the kingdom is to both of them. There is no leaders, there is no situations, and so on. And as a today's these energies of the way you are today, we all have to kind of like look at it in ourselves, what we are. We are leaders, we are lovers. So this is what I'm going to be talking to you today. It is about you to understand your emotions, your vibrations, and the present time. So this is going to be a very good kind of like energies today about this for those who you did your inner work and for those who continue here and they're looking and they're developing themselves as leaders from within, but leaders with what? Leaders within love. And that's what the twin flames is. Twin flame is all about one thing and one thing only, love. All right, guys. So without further ado, let me introduce you to the people who came to the chat and recognized for it. Margot, hi. Thank you for coming in. The Diamond D and the baby. Guys, glad to have you here. Grande, thank you for coming in. Paulina, good day to you and everyone. Background picture was definitely a clickbait for me. Oh, maybe it resonates with you, that picture. Maybe you can look something from within yourself. CJ, thank you for coming in. Erica, Big Dog, what up? What up? What up? In the house. Exactly. Big Dog is in the house. Ellie Silver, hi from Brazil. Thanks for everything. Oh, thank you for being here from Brazil. Glad to see you here, Ellie. Just to remind you that you guys can asking some questions here at the chat. Andrea, thank you for coming in. As you see it, at the beginning of everything, your emotions controls the energies, and energies controls the vibrations, the gravitations, and so on. But during the intense times, the intense situations, what's happening if you cannot control your emotions? Your emotions, they're going to lead to this hush, hurry up, and the situations, and so on. Matthew, thank you for coming in. Glad to see you here, buddy. And when you look at it within those emotions in there, are they yours? First of all, are they yours? Because if someone comes to you with all these intense energies, with all these intense emotions, and so on towards you, you're like, oh, wait, hold on, wait a minute. What do you see? What is it going on? Oh, you see something. Okay, Is that matter right now in the current present timeline? No. What can we do about it? What can we get about it? And you calm down these emotions, so the emotions calms down and they're matching with the present time. For it's not like you see something and you go there and you just get all these energies. It's like you have to act now, you have to do now, you have to get into this, so on and so on and so on within those energies. By you controlling the emotions from within you, you're going to be able to control the energy from within yourself. But as a leaders do, when those energies are coming, those intense energies that are coming, they turning into fight. But when these energies are coming in as a lovers, they are in totally different situations. And I'm talking to you because you feel those energies within yourself as a twin flame towards your twin flame. You maybe wanted something to be a hurry up. You maybe wanted to something that you see, something that you have from within yourself. But look at it. What do you see? It is something within the current present that is affecting the current, the present time, or affecting a future. And you got to be mindful in there because within the looking at into the future, why is so dangerous? For two reasons. Number one reason is you can create a alternative timeline. Another reason for these situations, it is the projections from the ego to serve purpose to the ego. This is why when you have a visions, allow the visions from within you, but allow those visions to be confirmed from others, from a third side, from a third party, from a third situations, from a third point of view. You to look at it in this, because there is a difference between the visions that you have and the projections, but they look pretty much the same from within. And when someone comes in to you with all these projections and all these energies inside of it, what do you see? You have to learn to control and managing yourself exactly in the most intensing times from within. What can you use? You have a lot of tools to use. You can use your spirit from within you, first of all, that will lead you to a soul and looking at it from the divine perspective. That divine perspective is pushing you within your higher self that you see all this. Because the higher self look at it and sees the rest of the things from within you. What is the rest of the things from within you? Understanding about feminine energies, masculine energies, communications, growth, learning, visions, universe. You see all those, they are serving to your higher self. You're also giving to them. But you need to understand that the higher self, it is the one who makes the final decisions. And if you look at it from one of the sub-selves from within yourself, either from only from divine masculine perspective, you're not going to be able to control those emotions. But if you're looking at from the perspective out of a higher self within love, guess what? You're going to look at it from divine feminine, from divine masculine perspective, from communications, from the universe, and everything that goes on when here in the current present time. Maybe at the current present time, you have to go ahead and do certain things. But those things at the current present time, they are for one purpose. You not to be focused within the future, you not to be focused in the past. They are to show you what the area of concerns is about here and now. Um, while you're communicating with others, while you're doing the energies exchanges with others, the most important thing is the using the wisdom of the inner peace. You're like, okay, this person has so much to say, blah 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 blah, and so on and so on. If that is your twin flame, when your twin flame comes to you with all this jacked up energy and is like, like, oh, okay, let me hear it. Let me go there. Let me see what this is. You're there to maintain the balance. That's what lovers do. But within the leaders, if you are two leaders within that relationships, there's going to be entering a fight because you're the leader of the peace, they are the leader of the progress. And guess what? It's not going to work because the one affects the others. But when the love is there as a twin flame, you will have these combined energies within you. You're going to be able to see the progress, and they're going to be able to see that this progress needs to be done with the inner peace from within, building it right, properly, and so on. Whatever that my situations that might be. Unification see happens to that way. You need to understand there is no leadership within the twin flames. If you are trying to be a leader, trying to control the connections, you're trying to move the connections, modify the connections, project within the connections, none of that crap will work. So you better stop. The only thing that's going to happen is assessing the current situations from within you, getting within your energies, getting within your emotions, and doing from within your best of the situations that needs to be addressed at the current present time. What is the right thing? A lot of the people tell me, "Dio, what is the proper thing? What is the right thing?" You're talking about it. It is about the current present time, the situations, asking for these synchronizations within the energies they are presenting from within you, the opportunities they are represented within you, and taking actions according to these synchronizations with one purpose: progress. That's what it is. You to progress as a couple, you to progress together from within. But if there is the leadership in there, you won't have a progress. Every time one or two leaders are trying to control something, they end up to only one thing: war from within or war with each other. And this is why one of the things that the twin flames they have to understand it is to using the love as a tool, the understanding and walking within the current timelines within your emotions, your energies, and acting as a divine human being is going to help you to understand and synchronize the inner peace, the love, the energy, the situations to assessing what needs to be done. And together with your partner, you understand that maybe these visions are something for the future. Maybe these things that is about to be progress in life. Maybe those are the things that's going to happen down the road. But doesn't matter you to do it right now at the current present time. No. Assessing the importance. Is a highly important? Is that is a critical important? Is that is a life-saving important? Or this is just conversations, what might happen into the future. By you understanding all this that I'm telling you right now, if you take the path of the two lovers, you're going to be able to save a lot of time, effort, and energy, not only to yourself, but also with your partner and the situations. But if you continue doing this and you think you are the leader, things not going to go away. It's not going to be getting great. And Cece, thank you for coming in. And right now, within this, what I'm telling you right now is crucial. I know I'm going to be pushing buttons to some people, but I have to push buttons because if I don't push buttons, there's nothing going to happen in there. You need to understand the true leader within the connections within Twin Flame is the progress. It is the progress. Paulina, I think it's important to treat visions as one of the potential scenarios of inner wishes, not giving a hang too desperately while waiting at that point. Yes, I have to agree with you. You treat those visions as a potential scenarios. But if you those potential scenarios, you go ahead and put pressure right now, those potential scenarios to happen right now at the current present timeline instead of what needs to be done at the present timeline, then there is a conflict in there. And this is why I'm talking about because a lot of the misconduct, misunderstandings, and missituations are happening exactly by this uh, process and desperation. You need to understand the desperations of those visions that they're coming too strong. Specifically, we're talking right now with our best friend. He's a best friend. Okay, don't think he's negative. I'm talking about Mercury retrograde. I know some of you cursing him somewhere, and I mean, yeah, technology, computer burnout, and so on, and phones doesn't work, wrong communications. Come on. But the good part is this communications that he has. And right now, specifically in the Capricorn, makes you a leader in the world, in the earth sign. So you as a leader, you lead ahead with love. Two leaders and love. Now you're talking about progress in there. And this is all about, it is about you to understand the difference between the lover and the leader in you. And stop having a conflict between the leader and the lover inside of you. Because the lover is the leader in love, not the leader who tries to control the love. And if you get to this point, you are understanding the proper situations in the current present timelines. Where are you standing? How are you standing? What are you standing for? And gain this ultimate wisdom inside of you. Paulina, what about more energetic visions and 5D, not as realistic 3D situations? Will you say they are projections, messages, or what? Yeah. Thank you for the great questions. You get these energetic visions. Those energetic visions, they may be with your twin flame, they may be with somebody else, they may be with a third-party personality, they may be in the community, they may be in the situations, and so on. Those 5D visions, okay, they're given to you. They're within you. They're coming from the known is the world of ideas. That is when your mind has been working on something and all of a sudden the ideas are kicked in, you're getting into a higher gear, and now this idea is working. You're taking the pen, you write it down everything, you just want everything to be. You have this adrenaline, you have this excitement, you have all these things. Good, great. What does that have to do with the current 3D situations in there? You see that and you keep it at that. That idea come to you, maybe you to look, to work on it. Maybe it doesn't have to be right away, right now, in the right spot, in the right time, and so on and so on from within. Projections. Let me tell you what the projection says. Projections is when you get that 5D and it's like, I'm going to go ahead and talk to my twin flame, and we're going to be, or the person you are with, soul connections, however you want to call it. And we have to establish this now. But no, it has to be happening right now. That is a projecting. You're projecting that energy towards somebody else. You tell them, I see that you and I doing this, and I see that you, and so on and so on. But then the realistic, you and I have to go shopping food, not talking about situations, because when they close the store, we are not going to have a bread on the table. So there is a difference between the 5D and the 3D realistic situations. But you know what? We can jump in a car, we You can tell me about your situations in there while we are going to the shop, while we are going to the store, or we are going to walk out there to the store, and I can able to hear you. But that's what lovers did. While the leaders, it is like forcing these projections into. So looking at the inside of you as a twin flame, the cooperations between two leaders creates and builds the love in there. So messages, yes, you're gonna get the messages. The visions as a message, they telling you where you need to look, what do you need to look for it, how you gonna get it, and they are addressing questions that you've been worrying about, it situations that you were worried about. Those a messages that are coming into you for this reason. You maybe see a lot of numbers. You maybe see a toast. You maybe see a something inside of it in you. Maybe something's going to be projecting from within your internal world, the visions inside of you. That is. Those are the messages, though. What you need to do, how you need to do, how you need to process, and how you need to use in your wisdom in practice. And there, or what, sometimes it's coming from your spiritual ego, or what comes in from your ego, from your lower self, to navigate and control the connections. Navigate the connections so the others can accept you no matter what. There has been a lot of push in situations that your twin flame have to put up with your situations, with accepting, with realizing that they have to accept you the way you are, who you are. But if you have things that you know they're not good for that uh, relationship, for example, they have to accept you as a leader of the connection. You're not the leader of the connection. The divine is. That's what I'm talking about today. You're not in control of this connection. Neither you nor your twin flame. You were given this gift of love to understand and be lovers, not leaders from within each other. That's what the hidden leaders within the male and the female within the marriage did. That is the karmic relationship. Each one of them is a leader with some sort, and each one of them tries to lead things within the family. And one of they are fighting from within the family who suffer kids. Kids doesn't raise up in the proper environment, proper vibrations, gravitations, learning, and so on. They grow up, now they are twin flames. Boo. Today, where they learn that from a relationship stand-up point within, inside. So, your emotions during these processes, when you sensing that either you or them want to be a leader within the connection, step aside, step a little, step back, and it's like, you know what? This is more sounds like control, manipulations. This more sound like projections to me, like situations to me. It doesn't apply to the current moment. It's good that you have those visions. Is it good? It's great. Let's follow up. Maybe something's going to come up within this. Maybe something's going to get it. But there is also the other side. It's like, I have a visions for this. You're talking about something with your twin flame, and now you're like, we're going to create this and this. And you talk in discussions and so on. And you're like, you know what? I had a vision for something. Let me draw it to you. You go ahead and you draw it. And guess what? You turn it to a reality, because whatever you guys talk about it, actually, if you pay attention into this, it was about something that happens in the current present timeline. So you're going to understand when you're talking about the things that are in the current present timeline, and they have something to do with the present right now and the current time, the current situations, you're going to get the visions, clarities, and so on of what you need to do next step, next situations, and so on and so on. And you're going to create progress, but no leadership there. But actually, beautiful two lovers that they decide to create something beautiful in this life. They have something to do with the 3D conformations. So if you're trying to tell your twin flame what they should do, how they should do it, and they so on and so on, you may look at it in your leadership positions from within yourself. But if you're telling the things from the truth, what they need and how they need it, they have to look from within themselves. Now you're not the leader, you're the partner. Are you partner within that? Are your ability to listen and your abilities to understand, are they matching your twin flames energies? And here, what is more, the people, they failed. They failed because they look at their own point of view instead of the combined point of view about the things and the journey as a twin flame. And I believe that this video is going to help a lot of people to unify themselves first and then unify together with their twin flame. Because you need to understand in this divine soulmates, twin flames connections, there is no leadership. There is cooperations between you, the person, and the divine energies. Is any of them is a leader? No. None. It's only a cooperations. This is why some of the people have to get within themselves and so on. Doesn't matter how much you grow, how much you're getting there. Doesn't matter if you're divine feminine, divine masculine. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. And none of that crap matter. Because this is a part that you are putting yourself, but in the soul, as a divine human being, as a twin flame from within yourself, as a person performing in here. Are you a partner or a leader? That is my thing that I want to point you out today inside of you. You to look this beautiful thing that you are as a partner. And you have a great partnerships with others. What is your previous partnerships with others? That is linking directly to the partnership within yourself. Are you developing your spirit as a partner from within you? Or you still want to be a leader? And this is going to be a lot of turning points to a lot of the people. Because if you didn't have a business, good partnerships with other people from before, not a lot of friends, not a lot of successful business partnerships, communication skill, or not enough professional things from within yourself and so on, you have to work on this, because that is going to help you to fix your psyche from within you. That will lead you to the rest of the evolutions within there to become the partner. Before you become the partner in the twin flames, everything that you need to do and experience in the twin flames, you have to go ahead and develop it before that. And now, if you something you haven't developed, now that partnerships is triggered from within. This is one of the reasons why you guys are here, to develop something from within that you have not developed. That's what you're seeking all over the places, informations about twin flame. This is why you're studying yourself. This is why you do your shadow work from within yourself. It's not about because something else. And this is one of those videos that actually goes deep. And I want to say thanks to the universe, because he's always kind of like a watch out for all this. Watch out for all these situations from within itself. Because the universe wants to be a partner with you, not leader. You have to cooperate with the universe. That's all. And that is. Always be very respectful about your visions. Very recently, I didn't agree with the gift what the divine gave me. But when someone up there gets mad or enough of you, oh, let's say it's not comfortable. Exactly, it's not comfortable because some of the people, when they're not pleased with their visions, that you don't see their point, that you don't react on their current time energies and so on. Now they having a blast, they having like fit, and so on and so on. What does that got to do with you? It actually doesn't have nothing to do with you because they have fight from within themselves. They want to be the leader to push their agenda or energy, so on and so on. How do you understand this? Usually, this during this conflict and situations, the person is going to be talking too much, uh, too fast, too energetic, lack of listening to you, lack of, kind of like a stop for a moment, and so on and so on. You have to kind of like tell them, hey, stop for a second, let me say something. Usually, that is related to uh, proving a point, getting the energies out there so the energy can be accepted. So you need to learn that when you passing these visions is like when is the best time. It is this is the right time. It is this is a currently in the present situations. This at the current moment needs to be addressed, needs to be go forward with them. And that's why CC when you get with all these energies, and I hope that what I give you as that advice works on you right now, which is I feel that there has been improvement. And if you did the work, congrats to you, CC, for it. You see these visions and this is energies, but they're not yours. They're somebody else's. They're theirs. They have this inner fights, and you need to be very careful with those visions because when you are looking at those visions, you try and maybe tell something to someone, something that you need to do. You're just looking at someone, you to do with it. But maybe that is something that you need to do on your own visions. They come to you. So looking at the wisdom inside of yourself, the spiritual wisdom inside is going to lead you to become the partner at a whole another level, not only with your situations and so on. Ellie Silver, can you talk about disease in the face of separations? Is that um, can you be more specific, Ellie? What is all about that in the face of separations? Because during the separations can be happen a lot of things. Separations exist for illuminations. You to illuminate why you're separated. What separated you? What was the reason for the separations? What it needs to be addressed? What it needs to be correct? What it needs to be fixed? What it needs to be evolved? There is so many things that happens during the separations within twin flames. One of the biggest separations is the leadership, understanding who is in the leadership position. Nobody. That is a divine cooperations between the two people from within. And when the one or the other tries to getting to the point that matters for the current energies, and if the one says like, I'm not gonna give you this love because you have to be under my rule, so I can rule the connection. That is a breadcrumbing, trying to gain control. On the other side, that is a you're not doing anything for me. You're not doing all these situations. What's going on in there? Oh, nothing. I'm just acting like this. Still a control. So we have to look inside during the separations because there is a lot of things are going on. But Ellie, just let me know what do you mean by that word, disease? Could be a soulmate. It could be a sexual transmitting diseases. They could be so many other stuff in there. Paulina CC, yeah, I guess it's never a good idea to ignore your true self once you discover it, no matter how uncomfortable. Yep, discovering your true self. Even discovering your true self, you have to look at it to your own BS. What is your own BS? And you're going to find out your weaknesses. What are you are weak to it? Where did that came from, that weaknesses inside of you? When you working on your weaknesses, then you develop, you go ahead and evolve it and you become more strong. So Guy Dust, my real twin flame, took his own life. He's with me all the time. Some of the twin flames cannot take the journey. Fortunately, it's not for the first time I'm hearing about the twin flames taking their own life. That usually it is a personality or distorted energy that they did something very bad and they cannot forgive themselves. They destroyed their life and they see no reason to live anymore. But as I made it a video a while back, G Dust, take a look at it in there. And you need to understand that the suicide is never an exit of this. So is a twin flame. Maybe there was something in the back of what the reasons is for it. I know it's not easy. I spoke with some other people before when that happened. This is you losing the person who you had the high intense value of energies exchange and the soul with them. But here it is. It is about to understand and learning from within. And one of the things that I'm saying to the twin flames always, 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 it is about be truthful. Because without the truth, the things it's going to be, um, and so on. This week, CC, I am on my way back, feeling a bit better, but still regaining power. I received something that is changing me, but it seems I need to adjust my entire being and system. My fire personality not help me. The fire personality within your CC, actually take a look at that fire instead of being so rebellious. Now put that fire to burn the things that doesn't solve purpose, but build that fire. Use that fire of creations now within yourself to create and navigate your better version of yourself. Faster Roll, thank you for being here. This week I've been brought back to TF videos after many months and not even thinking of the topic. Happy to be back. Must be a time for me to learn again. Faster Roll, yeah, a lot of the people are coming back into the twin flames. You're gonna feel it, this energy of people have to be in the hermit mode in the past 2 years to understand what twin flame is, what the situations with the twin flame is. And 10 from that point they go back, simply they try to forget to do all this and so on and so on, and but you are who you are. For Erica, have a good one. Thank you for being here. We'll talk about later. Enjoy your afternoon. And yeah, you need to learn something. You came back to relearn something. You came back for a reason. So, Faster, glad to have you here. Jesus, my twin flame died because a part of me and healed me and protect me from demons as undescribable. I told his friend at church I was with him, and their reaction, I had a sense that we were twin flames. Yeah, he killed himself when I rejected him over a false twin flame, and I'm just in so shock. The way his friend reacted gave me a feeling that we were supposed to be together. I think in my system has been down after I knew my twin flame. Yeah, some of this energy is gonna be in this situations. Unfortunately, that is a lack of understanding in the proper time. But stories like this shows up what you do, and not to take this twin flame journey like politely and so on and so on. You need to understand this is a divine relationships. Don't play games. If you're in a soul relationships, if you're in divine relationships, if you're in a twin flame, soulmates, however your case might be, every relationships that involve a soul, don't take it politely. This is not a game. This is not a game that you want to play. This is not a game of the daycare. This is not a game when you play as a teenager at school. This is not a game that you trying to seduce the boyfriend of your best friend because you just want to have fun. That is immaturity. And uh, so on and so on. This is why the stories like this it's coming out, not to play with it. It's not a game. Life is not a game. If you think that the life is a game and how you to win it, you probably have to look at yourself. Sissy, Dio, did you ever felt yourself changing, remodeling myself yourself, like something inside of you happened that so much it could level up or receive new things? Oh yeah, CC pretty much all the time. Today I haven't been meditating. I was wondering what is with me, but today I went to the hospital. I have to do some checkups to give you guys an update. I'm going to be doing around Valentine's Day. I'm going to be in the hospital again. So I'll be off there. I'm going to be in the hospital at February 10th. It's already been set up for doing some little corrections in here because something maybe is not quite okay in there to help to see that something is has to be corrected and do my lips. Like literally, something is changed inside your body. Yes, it's something's changed inside of your body. You see, I spoke about this before, Cece. If you have a visions of certain energies, like pictures from within yourself, or you see this sparkling universe from within you, you're mirroring neurons, adjusting yourself. And by getting it in your downloads, you're actually developing a different hormones from within yourself. As a twin flames, you never release energies of these hormones within your body to feel the energies before. After awakening, how do you feel the energies? How do you feel all these 5D connections? There is a new hormones within your body. You change, you develop. Right now, with the new energies that's coming in, that is actually beautiful. They're connecting with the inner peace and the evolutions, and these new energies of Aquarius are coming. We're going into this. If you've been paying attention with some of the people here and some of the situations that goes on, we are evolving. That evolution won't stop. It begins. It is the beginning of something new, something we are developing. I don't want to say we are mutate. We are not a mutants. We are not. Twin flame existed long before that. It was just suppressed. Twin flame was suppressed in the past maybe 2000s of plus years. Now cannot suppress it anymore. Now is actually a worldwide event. If you look at all those, so there is a changes in the body if you look inside of you. Diana, Dio, you're not the only twin flame expert. Oops, on YouTube. some point, can you check out this video to see if what you say is true, please? Diana, put the link in there or send it over to Facebook. I want to see what you're talking about. I don't want to say I'm a leader, expert, and so on. You guys saying it. To me, I'm one of you guys. The only thing it is I do what I do. Okay, I'm here for you. It's been all over the years. Diana, you know me very well. You know how much I serve here. It's my job, my personal thing. I don't take it as a leadership. Even I tell to the people, I'm not going to be a policeman within the Twin Flame community. That's not in my descriptions in there. You have a soul that's going to tell you what is the right informations, what are the right feelings, what is the right energy, what is the love inside of it that leads you in this. My point here is you to lead you to you to develop your twin flame within yourself. Dust, it wasn't a game to me. I just acted in ignorance because I thought somebody who was not, for me, was my twin flame. Yeah, we all have this, Dust. We all have that. I was just talking about generally about this, these situations. There is not only you in there. I'm just saying what that energies is teaching other twin flames. Don't take it personal. It was probably a divinely guided. There was something in there that happened in there. Maybe you were distracted. Maybe you wanted to something, or maybe your twin flame didn't express things properly, so you can catch everything and so on. So you need to be very kind of like a forgiving to yourself. So the love that you want to give to your twin flame who suicide himself, how about you give this love to everyone else out there for the collective, for the twin flames, and so on and so on. The forgiveness of giving that love towards your twin flame to other people, that is going to be the biggest forgiveness you're going to need and heal, but also that's going to be the greatest reward for him. Look at you from above. That's what this for giving it is all about, for you to give. You will understand this from it, you soul. That's what this is. And try not to blame yourself. It's not going to help you. Neither you, neither the journey. Best of luck in the hospital visits. Thank you, Fastero. If you go back in time, I'd talk to him before he took his life, but I guess he couldn't handle some pain from the past trauma. He probably had so much damage from a female or something from before. You need to be pay attention if your twin flame comes in and says, you know what, I'm working on this place. Don't break me. Some of the people are not going to listen to it, though. Karma in there. And fortunately, that's what it goes to some of the twin flames journey. Yeah, you were warned about it, G-Dust. So you should have worked within that trauma. But now looking within yourself, that probably show you what could happen from within you to correct yourself. That's what that probably happens, and so on. Faster, can I ask, are there people whose twin flame content help you to learn and grow? Was all your knowledge from within and downloaded from working learning with others? First of all, there is a people I stated from before when I was awakening there was only like maybe 3 or 4 people talk about the subject called twin flame. So only a few. That was a gold ray twin flame. That was a Lindy Kalnick who just opened up her channel and talk about the twin flames journey. And there was a lady from Germany. I don't remember her name for it. And I believe that was the twin flame healers and Leon Sherry. That's it. That was it. There was not so many people. I learned from them. I listened to it. I navigated. One of the best video of Lindy Kalnick is what if your twin flame is married? It's in a marriage. Go look at those videos that were made back in the days. It's the same thing. Go look at my videos that I had made, very first videos, the very first maybe a year or two of the twin flames journey. See what that is. Now it's different. We're all different. Lindy County changed her vibrations inside of it. Sherry and Lee, they're in a different state as before as energy. And later on, I connected with Petya and Andrea. I connected with Rob and Angie. Now they're all making connected with Marla Kelly. You know, Marla Kelly has an interview with me on this channel here. Comes out as a twin flame to it. So we were all about it. And it's not but the biggest download, the biggest energy, the bigger understanding of this, it came out when I was shocked. I was shocked twice. The first time, that was during the ignition state. The second time, the dark night of the soul. Now, I'm serving. You need to understand that don't trigger the real dark night of the soul when you are experiencing kind of like a clinical death from inside of you. You will understand why they send you back is your destiny to be who you are. So faster roll, that's how I learned it. As you see it, you know, I'm communicating on a daily basis with other twin flames. If there is something, I have issues, I communicate with other people. I communicate, for example, Petya and Andrea for it, which is I share these videos in their Facebook group. But mostly the videos are shared in my own groups. There, I am Twin Flame and I'm Twin Flame International. That was it. And my own personal Facebook. I don't remove my personal Facebook with what I do as a twin flame. That will be like separating myself from within me. But I see a lot of the twin flames. What do? They have a separate account. They have a separate situations. They put comments. They put things. Then they remove things. They add things. They and so on. And they're trying to come out in the public. They're not in the public. They're a twin flame, but they're not a twin flame. And it's all separations from within. While within me, there was no separations. Everything that I posted down there is just, it's there. So what helps me is the relationship with the divines in there. That ultimate connections that everyone wants. But in order between wants and being is you have to be the being from within. You have to be the universe within you to have the universe connection out of you and getting to all these energies. Who's navigating this? Your psyche, your moral, your dignity, your ethics within the spirituals, and so on. As you see it, I'm not reading notes. I'm talking to you guys strictly from experience. That is there. Yeah, I have quite a few spiritual connections, which is they help me to give you all this information. So just I'm thankful all these spiritual connections. But the universe sets everything. Universe between me, universe, and everything that goes on. Because it's not important all this. it is important the progress. We to bring that progress that is going to help reshape the humanity. Twin flames can help in the karmic situations. Twin flames partnership helps in the business situations, political situations, international situations, and everything. Because twin flames operating from partnership, they're not leaders in there. So that's what it was. But I learned from others because there was a thing I didn't understood what was wrong with me, why I feel this, why I feel those energies more intense, why I got this love that I was like this giant ball of light and love coming out of it, and everyone was like, "What the heck do you? What did you just smoke? Give it to me." You know, it was love, divine love that was open within me. But in unfortunate events, that love wasn't consumed. Wasn't. Why? So I can go ahead and go into this journey, figure out why, continue doing it. But continue doing it helped a lot of people. There is a people who they came in the unions. I see that progress. Okay, I see that. It is beautiful. And it's more beautiful what comes in, but over time. So, Grande, thank you for the love. The false twin flames gave me lost demons, but my real twins healed me from it. You need to understand something about lust in there. That is the first chakra. If you, there certain people, if they cannot get you through your spirit, they're trying to get you from the first chakra. If you have problems in there, you have to heal that. But the lust in there, when you transform it into intimacy through your spirit, that's how you heal. A lot of the people have this lust issues. Some of you inherited that lust issues probably from your parents. One of your parents was lustful. This is why for it. And some of the people they converting the lust as a using as a tool within the spirituality or wherever, losing the situations that is inside from just to get in there, like the very old ways of Pisces inside of it. So be careful what you have in Pisces energies in there, or Scorpio, for example, from within, because usually that's when that it is there. Um, Four, but the lost demons, guess what? They don't perform. Someone can give you a love, someone can give you, but they can give you the love, the beautiful human love, or the beautiful intimacy. In order the people who operate from lost, when you give them a spiritual intimacy, you know what's going on inside of them. They never tasted that beautiful spiritual love in the body. Now they're experiencing the real love, that it's agape from the soul that is materializing in within the body. That is a spiritual intimacy. This is like someone has been all the time craving for something, all of a sudden they got it. But they don't understand nothing else than lust. So you got to be very careful when you're engaging with certain lower energies and so on. But if you heal from it and they help you to heal from it, it's good. All right. My chat is blown. I cannot keep it up with the chat. So, guys, give me a second to see where I am. Paulina Fastero, in my case, at some point, I felt stuck in the journey. Once I realized if you just phase in line like a gateway to wake up, after that whole TF stuff feels way less important. So now I learned to trust my own guidance. Good. Very good. You have to trust your own guidance. Okay, no problem, thank you. But also, exchange and share knowledge with others is super rewarding. Amen. When you share it there. you learn that giving part, because there is an energies that is stuck within you, and when the energies is stuck, nothing happens. But when you begin to give, to exchange, and so on and so on, then that energy moves. You need to understand the energy within the universe always moves, transfers within people, and so on. And, yeah, I love. Yeah, the love is Christ-like. Yes, carrying energies of past people. Yeah, you may carry it something from within you, the essence of this, the memories of these energies, the memory of these energies with everyone you've been in relationships, everyone that was access to your psyche, your energy from within you. They're like the memory within your phone. You remember them as energy. You remember their phone number within your soul. And yes, you have that. Those. Sissy, did your grandmother work in the fields? No, but my grandmother, she was uh, working in the hospital, helping there. She was like a nurse, and my grandmother, she worked at first of all at kids that were like from 1 year old to like four in kind of like a daycare, and also she worked at the daycare. She was always caring for everything. If you call it that, working in the field, maybe that's what this is. She was always nice and smiling, and she's with me. I don't know, but her energies is very strong within me. G Dust, his inner demons were bigger than you, not your fault, hon. Diamond B, yes. And quite a few of us, we deal with inner demons of others, yes. Totally agree with you, Diamond B. Glad that you're here. There's a lot of wisdom there, G Dust, if you go in there with that. Okay. I have a demons too, like he did. His friends told me he cannot hold down relationships. I can't either. If you cannot hold on relationships, why? You can't hold on the relationship with yourself. That's why the relationship with yourself would determine the relationships with others. And if I'm you, just take a look in yourself. Learn self love. That begins the path of self-loving yourself. Be the best partner within yourself. Be a truth from within yourself, and that is gonna change everything in your life. Absolutely everything. You're gonna be a totally new person, and everyone is gonna be wondering about what did you happen to you? What did you smoke? I'm serious. That's how change happens. CJ, I had the same experience. My TF experience was the catalyst to my awakening. Now I see my part in helping humanity, the missions we came here for. Exactly. Thanks for the advices. He healed me from my demons. People in his circle and churches I talked to emphasized that when I knew that it was divine connection and I got intense downloads from God. Great. Yes. Yeah, the downloads from God. We all get them when you awaken as a twin flame. That's we get that compassion. When you get that awakening, how much did you pray to God? Probably so much. Maybe like every 3-5 minutes. Oh yeah. You prayed in there. Why? For all the prayers you haven't said from before. You gotta be very careful though when you pray about your twin flame to God and you pray and so on and so on. You think God doesn't hear you? It does. Just don't blow his ears. Because at some point, if your twin flame does not want to incorporate with God, you can blow God's ears. There is nothing he can do about it. Because he hears things and he sees all things. That is button there. So CJ, Dio, Lee and Sherry and Marla Kelly to astrology are assisted me with the beginning of my journey. Yeah, you gotta be thankful everybody that they assist you with this. I like your older content and Mel and Lee and Sherry's story, but I came across Clary Prophet videos and they are more religious, but I resonate with them. Uh, I actually talking about Clara Prophet because I studied the twin flames. Actually, I know those videos. I share those videos for it. Actually, I was a part at some point. I went inside of their organizations. I joined the organizations, which is um, Universal Church and Triumph. I was there. I wanted to study specifically all this about the twin flames. But you know what? The current present moment, they're now ready for what they were made for it. Mm-mm. Public is stated that right now. You need to understand that I am that I am twin flame, I am that I am movement, which is Universal Church and Triumph, our breakaway from it. There has started from Guy and Edna Ballard, who are a twin flames for their reasons to lead within the age of Aquarius. You don't know who they are, probably. Those names maybe doesn't even ring the bells for you. Go search Edna and Guy Ballard. See it. Can you see the energy within them? Because I am. I saw it. But I also see in the energy that the things wasn't the way they are. Yeah. Twin flame stories all over the place. They're incomplete and it's not right. Why? Why do we get into all this incomplete? So we can learn and discover what do we need to do throughout the incompletions for completion. You have to seek the imperfections to create perfections. To one thing, it to be a truth, because the truth is perfected on its own. And there is no logic in love, and there is no unconditional love that has condition. If you love for a reason, and so on. Mm, having a deceased twin helps me access God directly and be more balanced. Very good. Very good, Dust. Agida's mask is something to use sync or mobile or have a spatial pillow. Why I talk to myself. Sometimes receiving these messages out there for people here in the chat. Mariel Tung helps me transmit lost into spirit and psychic abilities. And me too, Pauline. Sissy, grandmother, I have a woman with me. She's in the field in something, seeing summers and much yellow kids around in the wind, but very smiling and peaceful. Yes. How do you know the color yellow? Because the yellow was the color of the outside of this big house that we were in there. It was yellow. For and, I love myself so much that no one else can compare anymore. So faster road. It's good that you love yourself on that level. Just don't put your nose that much. Continue to love yourself. Maria TF show me, give me all energy, lost soul fragments, love back to myself, cause keys, and heaven is part of me for it. Dio, do you know anything about the ascended masters? Oof, grande. There's a lot of ascended masters in there. Actually, me and Nick Alchemy of Balance 333 that you see it here on the chat. We were talking about Saint Germain, and we talking about the violet flames. We're talking about all the rest of the ascended masters. But again, everyone is an ascended master in there. You just don't know it. You just don't remember it, your divine energies within you. Some of you do, some of you don't. The reason is your personal agenda, and your agenda as a twin flame on awaken here. It has something to do with it. You need to understand the truth opens all the rest of the truths from within you. And while we were talking with Nick about it, we were ending up talking about all the ascended masters pretty much, but in particular, we talked about Saint Germain. In fact, somebody else told him about Saint Germain prior that, maybe like a few hours prior. So, yeah. Speaking of lost, you help me identify the thoughts of faceless admirer in my meditations. But then the universe keeps having our paths cross randomly. I keep seeing her in town. Why? I wonder. After all, yeah, these faceless meditations or faceless intimacy situations and so on. Usually, that is the energies they have lost towards you, or they have want intimacy with you. They don't want to show who they are. They don't want to show their true self. And when you see that kind of like a vision of faceless situations, ignore them. The real one who wants to have something from within you, they'll find you. They cross oceans. They are gonna tell you. They're gonna expressing themselves. They have no fear. They have love. So be careful if you see these faceless situations in there. Okay. Our emotions, ego, are not soul energies. The emotions, you feel it on the base of what is in your soul. Okay. But your ego, when it overpowers your mind and take controls over, you're going into the lower emotional. It is about me. It is about this. I can pretend. I can deceive. I can do just to get what I want, because ego wants to take what wants, not what needs. While the soul is like you need to become more compassionate, more emotions of love from within you, your emotions about caring, more smiling, more applying these beautiful energies of love within the soul out there within you. So if you look at it inside CC, you will find the both that may coexist from within, just to help you of what you need to grow in there. Yes, it's true. Tweety, hi. Love is an emotion or energy, but you need to understand that actually it's more than that. Love, together with truth, coming in combined, which is the true love, that is the key that opens everything in the universe. That is the Ankh in the Egyptians there. If you see that in some of the drawings, some of the papyruses, some of the stone carvings, they take it, they hold in the key within them, and actually, and some of them actually give it so you can put it in your mouth. That it is about to check the truth from within you. The love turns to something more beautiful. The true love is energy. That energy is transferring and can be everything that you can imagine, turns into an emotions. The emotions turns to a vibrations. The vibrations have a different frequency. The more you are in love with the frequency, the more higher in the state becomes. But that creates a magnetic field known as a gravity. And the gravity keeps the whole universe in organized chaos. So love is not only emotions, it's not only an energy. Love is everything within. But the true love within gravitational field, then you begin to understand everything beyond that. Some of them are incubus, succubus. I identified the incubus from ungodly souls, ties, and report them. You probably learned all these energies. I don't like to use so much terms in the videos here. Keep the things more understandable for everybody. I love hearing your perspective and learning from the chat as well. Thank you for doing life. You're welcome, Faster All. That is what this live chat does. It is a two-way communications messages. It's not me sit down in the video and being the preacher. I'm going to be trying to stay away from this as much as I can. I know a lot of the subscribers who are international subscribers, they don't speak English. I will try to record these videos and then re-uploading them into the YouTube format. I need to find time. Currently, my situations is all messed up. I'm talking about life-wise. I'm pressed from certain situations. I cannot make confirmed decisions in firm situations and so on. As you guys know that I'm here right now within my all these medical situations. I need to find a stable place so I can be able to do what I have to do. And that's what I'm working this year. This year I'm going to be working so much to within the universe. I probably blow the universe years of its time to have stabilities in my life, my physical situations, my situations from within, so I can be able to do this work that I do. Some of you don't know what Dios Day is. I get up here, I'm looking at the messages in the morning, half away asleep, probably maybe. If I'm lucky, nobody will bother me. If not, I'm talking to some few people. Then I go out and so on. Then I do the astrology report. The astrology report takes me like an hour and a half, two. Then I do this report up here, preparing all this. Usually it's like an hour and a half, most cases, and so on. And after that, I do readings or help with people. That's what this. If you see that, that is kind of like almost 6-7 hours a day devoted. I'm treating this as a job. I'm not treating this as a hobby. I'm not treating this as a situations anymore. So yes, is that what this is? So I know the value. I know the benefit from it. Is the exchange of these energies that comes in from the universe. I have to give it back to the universe, which is you. I know we are alive within our soul, Tweety, yes. You see that person thoughts of you and meditations. I meditate very seldom when I need to. Usually, when I go in meditations, I do not have meditations for the soul connections that I have, for the soul situations, and so on. 5:55 on the clock. For someone who wants to know what it's 5:55 is in there. Um, But the meditations for it, my meditations are primarily with the universe. They're not connecting with certain persons, certain outcomes, certain situations. They're like, hi, universe, how are you? How beautiful you are. Let's see. Let's have this exchange inside. And I kind of like open myself to the universe and open up all these energies within the universe, uh, coexistence within the universe, allow the universe to coexist within me. And that brings me to a totally new level of existence within the universe. You know how beautiful you to see the stars, you to be one with these vibrations and the energies. Because that's where I am. It's nothing shameful to say that. There's nothing. It's just the truth. I hope more of you does that, though. I hope most of you understand this. This is why I go for meditations. I don't meditate to connect with my soul. I don't connect and meditate to um, reach a inner peace. I control all this with my thoughts, the way of thinking. That's the old way. Sit down and meditate to connect with your soul, to find your inner peace, or practicing any other uh, situations. No, that's the old way for me. To me, is I only have to think. But when I meditate for it, it is about only about meditations to exchange, reconnect with the universe. That's all. It's not escape. It's not something. I'm just having this bliss within the universe, within me, with the universe. That's what I meditate for. So, do I meditate in silence or within music? Usually, absolutely silence. I kind of like a go to sleep, and I meditate within this state between asleep and awake, and I allow the energies within. Very seldom, if I need music in there or certain frequency in there. I use the music and the frequency only when I bring energy of the universe for others for healing. We just did the healing session there on the Facebook chat. There was a few of you who knows about this and been there for, but that's what I use the music for. Is the sound of the universe is probably one of the best music out there. You to feel this little from the gravitations, or you to hear this echo of how stones are hitting each other. You, you hear in this asteroid ring, when they're kind of like hitting, it become to more small pieces, like you're hearing sometimes Saturn with these rings and situations, or Jupiter that have these storms from within. Ooh, that is what I meditate for. In my case, I could feel sexual energy. I don't see face in the person energies. Yeah, if you're not seeing it, for example, 2 3 days ago, I had the dreams like this. I don't see this the face. I just share it with my roommate. It's like, dude, I see all this, but I don't see face. And I don't know who that is. I don't like this at all. Just like, yeah, because there is no clarity in there. I spoke about this before, Fasterol. So we should find love in our souls and shed every obstacle. Pretty much, yes. Pretty much, yes. Um, I wouldn't be mind my business, then out of nowhere, I feel energy come upon me, or meditate energy would be there for me, like waiting for a voicemail. Oh yeah, you're gonna feel this energies of voicemail. Sometimes I open up my eyes and I begin to sense energies for certain people, like a warning. For some of the people, I know what they are and I worry about it. Sometimes I'm messaging these people and like, hey, I feel these energies. What is it going on? And you okay? And is everything it's fine? And so on and so on. And because I wake up and I see their face, I know who they are. They're appearing in front of me. And sometimes this is a harsh, but yes. CC, don't forget to pack the envelope. Oops, don't know what you mean, CC. Pack the envelope. So, lots of time and energy you devote. I've always been like this, giving. Yeah. I'm a soul check when I realize mobility of dying. I didn't know quality of divine soulmate. I can be described how strange it feels. Doesn't matter. The term. It's the matter only, it's the truth from it in you that you learn from it, you share that experience. Maybe that experience can help other people who are in the twin flames and out of desperations. There, they're screwing up the journey. And yeah, but it is about to bring the peace from within you and the soul. And there. Psychic abilities, higher consciousness, yeah. Your psyche from within you is growth from that. Tweety, I'm using it, Ishk Bhakti. It sounds very zen. It simulates mindfulness. Usually, what I use is a 111 hertz music. That's all I use. 90% of the time. Sometimes I use that music when I'm purging under the shower. When you have to clear energies that you've been working with, some of the energies out there, that's what it is. 111, yes. 111 is always been a number that I want to say hunting me down. It has been helping me down. All right. You guys have so many more questions. Hopefully today's chat helps you. If you have any idea about chat about tomorrow, guys, let me know. And for me, it's time to have this thing that I've been rolling and rolling with my fingers since I talk more to answer your questions, guys. I'm gonna have my traditional puff with you, and if you guys have some any questions, you can go ahead and ask about it, or you came in with any clever idea about what should we talk about twin flames tomorrow. Jitos, thank you for reading my comments. You're welcome. I'm trying to do my best reading the comments of everybody. Faster, or you need a cigarette company, sports on the stream. I don't know about that. I actually, I'm gonna be as soon as I settle down, find more situations inside of me, get away of all this cleans and purge and so on. I believe this is gonna get away, but currently it's not. So yeah, it is what it is. But I'm gonna heal of this. I quit them for about 14 years. So if I quit them once, I know I can quit them one more time. So if you overcome something once, you know you can overcome it a second time. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna be go ahead and kind of like a wrap this session up. Hopefully, with this session up, you understanding that the basic of your emotions as a human being, if they're affecting you, and you try to be a leader within the twin flame connections, is not working. Hopefully, you understand by not being a leader but being in a partnership, you understand all this properly, relationships from within you, because the leader wants control, the partner wants growth, and that's what is inside of it for. And when you look at with all these energies, you are going to be develop yourself as a partner from within you, but also set up in the path of a partners with yourself and others, and also ultimately with your connections from within you. So that's what it is. Forgiving the wars within and from within you, for you and everyone else. Yes. But Cece, I want you to take the four and put a space between for and giving. You never understand. There's a lot of wisdom behind that. Because the wars have not developed proper humanity. We are in a this mess because of the war that happened 100 years ago. The First World War, the Second World War, and there was someone who tried to prevent all this. The Ascended Master, Saint Germain Grande. We talk about this from within. All right, guys. So I want to say thank you for coming in. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching it, supporting it, and if you're willing to share it, this channel, sharing these videos, that is entirely up to you. I'm not telling you this. The universe hopefully is telling you that. That is it's entirely between you and the universe within. For it, I want to say thank you for being here, being on the channel, and hopefully these videos helping you. Okay, helping you to develop the partner from within you, not only the leader within you, but you have to take the leadership to become the great partnership from within you. That power is given to you, and it lies from within you. Don't give it to nobody else. It's yours. All right, guys. I love you so much. Thank you for coming today, and I will see you tomorrow. Let's share the love and the light here, and I hope you have a great, great day, guys. You're welcome, Tweety. CF, thank you. Thank you for the love. Here, I'm giving you a lot of cosmic love. You love, guys.